Alright, what's up everybody? I'm gonna be talking about my game again for a few minutes. So here it is, just a quick recap. This is Dream Flash. It is a boss rush rogue-like game where every room has a unique boss. You gotta fight them to progress onwards, and as you go along you get items and such to make you stronger. There's a bit more of a focus on choice, I guess, as you can see here. Instead of just getting one item, you usually get two, maybe sometimes three, and you sort of have to pick items according to what suits your current run the best. But I've been working on the latest update for it's taken about a month, I guess. Yeah, slightly more than a month, which is about on track for what I wanted to do. I actually managed to finish redoing the art for all the bosses on the first stage, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. That's quite a bit. I want to say at least 15. I don't know an exact number. It's like 15 bosses in the first stage, all redone and animated with all the effects and such as stretching and particle effects as well. But yeah, I also added some new bosses, as you can see here. You got this guy who's a variant on another boss. But yeah, now as you can see, I've added effects and all that. Bosses will stretch, and there will be screen shakes for certain bosses also when they slam down. All this to make the game feel a lot better, because I definitely feel like the game was lacking in that aspect before, whereas now the game sort of feels a lot more impactful, just with animations and stretching and particles and all that. This applies to the soul as well with all of its projectiles. But yeah, now I'm gonna continue to add more effects and such to make the game just look and feel a lot better. I feel like the game as is definitely looks a lot better than before, and is definitely closer to what I would like the game to look like in general. But yeah, no, I'm quite satisfied with this update. Definitely feels like the first stage, not only visually but also gameplay wise, is a lot closer to where I want to be. I also, when I remade all the bosses, I also bumped up the difficulty a bit, which is good, because before the first stage was kind of a joke, very easy. Here's another new boss that I added this update. But yeah, now as for future plans, I'm gonna try to actually finish the next update, not in a month, probably 2 or 3 weeks, which may be a little unrealistic, but it's not like I have that much planned for the next update. It's gonna be one of those half updates, where instead of just calling it 13, I'm just gonna call it 12.5, since I don't think it'd be worth calling that a full update. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing that, working on 12.5. After that, I'll work on, this boss is very hard. Also, this is really specific, but I also made the room right before the final boss of the floor a lot more challenging. So that sort of adds a little bit of spice. Before, the floors were just sort of monotonous in terms of difficulty. It was just a slow curve. Having a little bit of a jump right before the last room does keep things a little bit more interesting. But yeah, what was I talking about before? Probably the next update. Yeah, 12.5. Expect that in a few weeks. Gonna remake more bosses, add more effects, add different things. I know rooms themselves right now are a bit boring. You just go to the room and pretty much the only obstacle there is a boss. Gonna experiment with adding actual hazards and such in rooms. Like some rooms may have spike traps or stuff like that. Nothing too crazy, you know, because the focus is still on the boss fights, but, you know, add a little bit of spice. But yeah, after that, we'll work on 13, demo 13, which is the next actual major update. The goal for that is to have that done by the end of August, I'd say. Seems like a good place to stop. That'll also have new bosses and remade bosses and all that. Probably some more new content aside from that. But yeah, no, look forward to that. I also have some secret features that I will be working on towards the end of this year. I know some people may already know what I'm talking about. But yeah, no, look forward to that as well. But yeah, if you want to check this game out right now, you can get it on Steam Early Access. It's been there for a while. Probably added it there too soon, to be honest, since the game was way less polished and developed than it is now. Like now, I'd say it's probably like, I don't know, maybe half done, somewhere around that number. But yeah, no, if you want to check it out, you can check it out right now, or just follow along for the ride.